wave of riots has swept U.S. prisons. Within 20 months, riots have occurred in 35 states. It began in Trenton, New Jersey, moved quickly to Jackson, Michigan. Here at Michigan Penitentiary for 5 days, the world's largest walled prison is torn to pieces by maddened convicts who destroy everything they can put their hands on. Damage is estimated at $2.5 million. Then in Pennsylvania, inmates seize 5 guards as hostages in Western State Penitentiary. Damage runs high, as we can see in this view inside one of the wrecked cell blocks. At almost the same time, 231 convicts carry out a similar rebellion in Rahway, New Jersey at the state prison farm. Here, bed sheets, scrawled with slogans, are hung from broken windows. The convicts hold out for 4.5 days before submitting to authorities. In Menard Prison at Chester, Illinois, state police are called. 10 guards are held as hostages, 3 of them by prisoners in the psychiatric division. Here, the inmates insist on speaking only to the governor about their grievances. These riots, costing millions and millions of taxpayer dollars, have aroused great public interest. Mr. McGee, what, in your opinion, is the reason these riots occur?
I would like to paraphrase the report of the American Prison Association on riots and their causes. The recent widespread occurrence of prison riots is almost always the direct result of the short-sighted neglect of our penal institutions, amounting to almost criminal negligence.
Who is responsible for this negligence?
Public leaders, such as governors, legislators, and others, who must share the responsibility for prisons as well as for other branches of government.
And that neglect includes the public?
Yes, indeed. In the final analysis, especially the public.
One final question. Do you look to further riots in the future?
I abhor riot and disorder, but until something is done to correct the situation, we will not see the end of prison troubles.
Thank you, Mr. McGee. All over America, prison officials wonder, where will the next riot occur?
You ever been in the punishment block?
Nope.
Keep your nose clean or we'll leave you in there. Well, how's it doing after a couple of weeks?
I like it. Still can't help but feeling sorry for these guys, though. You'll get over it. Okay, with the crosses.
What's so different about these guys?
X marks the wild animal.
Must be Thursday.
Hey, you gonna feed or ain't you?
You know what you can do with that garbage?
Take it.
This is Honest Hal, folks, bringing you the greatest value in used cars. We're actually giving these cars away.
If I'd have knew that, I wouldn't be here.
Now I want you to rush right down here to 2730 Main Street. Get that? 2730 Main Street. Right away.
I'm a-coming, boss.
Now, don't wait. The right car for the right price for you.
Thanks.
If it's true
I got to find out about my kid.
Put it in writing to the warden.
Colonel. Colonel.
Yeah, Frank.
You're up for parole consideration, aren't you?
That's right.
Do me a favor. When you get out on the street, find out for me if my little girl's still sick.
Well, I'm not out yet.
I gotta find out. I ain't heard in almost 2 months.
Your wife will write you.
Ah, she won't write. That's the reason I'm in here.
I thought I told you to take that bush off.
Yes.
Uh, 63.
Gotcha.
Barrett speaking.
Block 11, 238.
Hold it a minute. Go ahead.
Block
11, 238. Okay, you're in. Barrett, go ahead.
Block 4, 637.
4 blocks, 637. Okay, you're in. Go ahead, 5.
Block 5, 433.
5, 433. Okay, you're in.
Day and night before thee. Let my prayer come before thee. Incline thine ear unto my cry, for my soul is full of troubles, and my life draweth nigh unto the grave. I am counted with them that go down into the pit. I am as a man that hath no strength, free among the dead, like the slain that lie in the grave. Thou rememberest no more. They are cut out from thy hand. Thou hast laid me in the lowest pit, in darkness, in the deeps.
Let me up, will you?
Knock it off! Somebody slug that crate.
Mother? Mother?
Monroe! Monroe, 48!
Yeah, what do you want, Charlie?
They're moving me to a new cell block tomorrow, and I got a present for Gator. Would you give it to him now?
Yeah, sure.
How'd you make it? I got Monroe. Good. Now for the others. It's only 4 screws tonight. We gotta grab them all.
Snyder's mine.
No cutting, Carney. We're gonna keep them alive. That's my plan.
Open your trap and we'll cut you a new one.
You're not supposed to have this, Snyder. I frag him out.
Get your brains out. Schallert! Keep that screw away from the phone!
Speaking.
This is Dunn. We've got 11 block and 4 of your guards.
You've got what?
Get the word down there right away. We're going to kill every one of them.
Riot in Cell Block 11.
What's up? Hey, Joe, what's the sirens for? I don't know, but I bet it's 11. Sure, it's the guys in solitary. It's a prank! Those guys got guts enough to try anything.
Here we go again.
Yeah, and all for $50 a week.
Captain Barrett, I've got your open line to the governor's office. Yes, sir, I'll monitor all calls from 11.
Here's the officer.
Armory, how many men have checked in?
Second watch is coming in now.
Well, good. Speed them along. Now, here's the way I want them dispersed. 2 in 1 block. 5 in 3 block. 2 unarmed in 4 block. Those to be armed, Get rifles and tear gas. And tell them not to get itchy fingers.
All right, boys, come on, hurry up. Watch those itchy fingers. Captain's orders.
Hello. Get me through to Barrett. Well, cut in on him. Hello. Hello, Barrett. This is Ambrose. What's up? A riot in 11 block. The warden's on his way down.
I'm at the gate. I'll wait for the warden.
Right. I'll meet you in the yard.
We're gonna win this. We've got to have discipline. Now, Carney here and me are running the show. We all know what's wrong here. We're gonna ask for changes just like they did in the other prisons. And if they don't give it to us, we'll make them a present of one dead guard.
Well, maybe 4.
It may take all of them, but they'll listen.
Me and some of my friends are on in here because there ain't no room for us in any other block. Now, we don't want no trouble. Lay off!
You're either in or out. Okay? Covered?
Yes, sir.
All posts set.
First thing I did.
Doubled up in your building?
Yes, sir.
Who did they grab in 11?
Snyder, Acton, Monroe, you two.
Monroe? Who assigned him to that block?
It was my suggestion.
That was a mistake. Figured him pretty green.
That block takes 6 guards. It's tough enough to dig up 4. You know how short we are.
All right, Dunn, I'm here. I want your word, Warden, that I'll have safe conduct. I promise you no harm will come to you during this conversation. Guards, these are my instructions. Dunn is to be allowed to come out into this yard and to return to 11 without interference. How about it, Dunn? Sure, Warden. When he's ready, 16, open the gate.
Want me to go with you?
No. Just Snyder. I gave you my word, Dunn. Hold that gate. I believe you, Warden, but I don't trust your screws. You gonna open up? What do you want, Dunn? I want the press here tonight. Inmates never win a riot, Dunn. You know that. That's my worry. Release the hostages. I'll get the press. Look, Dunn, I can't bargain with you as long as you're holding these men. I wouldn't stand a chance without hostages, and you know it. Give me your word you won't harm the hostages. I'll get the press. I can't hold my boys too long. Couple of hours. Okay.
Good work.
How's it going, Carney?
We're waiting. We ain't sleeping.
Tony, make a list of all this stuff here, will you?
Hey, Don, I can use that wire.
What do you want to do, blow us through the roof?
Hey, I got something to show you that's terrific. Come on.
Hey, what's that?
Learned how to mix that cocktail in Normandy.
Now, watch this. This is a real beauty.
Hey, that's all right. Passing out to the bars of the window, you'll knock their brains out. Make some more of them.
There we are. It's finished.
How does that work?
Here, lend me your neck a minute. Slip it over the screw's neck. How's it feel, Screw?
That's all right.
Holy smoke.
That's right, Governor. I've got to have the authority to bargain with Dunn and to send for the state police.
I warned you we would do for a riot. I've even got him sleeping in the corridors of Block 4.
You're always talking about overcrowding old plant insufficient personnel.
Look, I don't want to argue that now. Right now, I've got a riot on my hands. Give me the authority to act before this thing spreads.
Warden, I can't let convicts dictate terms to the state. I'll send Haskell right away.
Yes, sir. Haskell. I don't know what that politician will do here. These men can't vote.
Monroe's wife.
Yes, Mrs. Monroe.
Is it true my husband's in Block 11?
That's right. He is in the block.
He'll be killed.
We're not going to let anything happen to him. I promise you, he'll be all right. Yeah. Bye. Tell the operators not to put any more of the guards' wives through. Just tell them they'll be okay. That's all I can tell them anyway.
I got 4 guys on the front gate, 2 on the roof. Yard's all clear.
Captain Barrett's got nothing on you, Gator.
You working out demands?
Well, we got a pretty good start.
Why don't we get the colonel in on this?
I've been thinking about that. We could sure use him.
Well, then use him.
Yeah. Hey, Colonel. You're the only guy here besides me who could lead this riot. You gonna help us? I had to hit that boy to show these gunzels who's boss.
In the street, they think we're wild animals. Tonight, you proved it.
Well, what do you want? What chance do we have if we don't stick together?
This place is bad enough. Don't you make it worse.
We're trying to work up some demands. I'm asking everybody for their beefs. What's yours?
The same as everyone else, the whole setup. The bloody cages, the idleness. But this riot won't change it.
Well, what will?
Maybe nothing. We're forgotten.
Colonel, you've got education, medals. You're used to handling men. Help us with the demands.
Count me out.
I don't get it.
There are a lot of reasons. For one thing, I'm up for parole consideration.
You're strictly for you.
All right, you control the boys. I'll help frame the demands.
Hey, Carney. Monroe here wants a cigarette.
No.
Sure. What's the difference?
Sure. Give him the lighted end.
Here. Take it. It's all right.
Thanks. What are they doing out there? They're not going to kill us, are they?
You'll be all right for a while.
It's not me, you understand? It's my wife. We're going to have a baby.
How can you afford a kid on your salary?
I got 2 jobs, this one and one in town. If I could only get in touch with her.
Now you know why the boys fuss so much over letters.
If I could only let her know that I'm all right.
They've got wives, too.
You got a family?
Sure. Wife and a kid. Tough any way you look at it.
Figure too good. I figure all the time, but it don't add up. I'm an accountant, a good one.
Embezzlement?
No, robbery. I'm out for a while, and then I take something I don't need. Grocery, department store, it doesn't matter.
You mean you don't need the stuff?
No. Just got to take it, that's all. Like some fellas have to take a drink.
You belong in a psycho ward. You shouldn't be here. You're different.
Different? Take Ray in 26. Armed robbery. You think all that happens is he says to himself, I want something, and then goes and gets it? It's not as simple as that. Something wrong with him, too.
You mean they're all nuts?
Including the guard.
Whose side you on, Mac?
Well, of course I need glasses to see, but not to think.
But I can't put you through to the warden, Mrs. Snader. The press just arrived.
Tell him I've got to talk to him.
All right, Mrs. Snader, I promise. No, I'm sorry. The warden's with the press. I can't cut in.
What's a rookie guard doing in the hole?
We don't have enough men, and they're not good enough. Most of them have to have other jobs in order to make a living.
Hey, Warden, any idea why this started?
Who's this, Dunn?
Yeah. Armed robbery, third offense, murder, second degree. Medical report says he's homicidal, dangerous and unbalanced. He should be in a hospital under psychiatric care.
When do we get to see him?
We're waiting for Commissioner Haskell. He's on his way here. Here's another one. Crazy Mike Konneenn. In for life. This is Dunn's pal. Transferred to us from the state mental hospital. I've been trying to get him transferred back with Dunn. No luck.
Are they all psychopaths?
Oh, no. We've got all kinds here. Good and bad, just like on the outside. Here. Vetta. Known around here as the Colonel. Here's a Colonel, too. Brilliant war record. Got drunk, fight in a bar, manslaughter. He's up for parole consideration. Should be out soon. These men aren't here forever. 95% of them will be released.
Not men like Dunn.
He'll be living around you and your family. And 65% of them will break the law again.
65%? That's a pretty high figure.
It's a figure that proves we're not doing the job.
Isn't that the same speech you gave the state legislature last summer?
It's the same speech he's been giving for the last 9 years. Hello, Warden. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Haskell.
Well, let's get going, boys. Hello, Rand. How are you? Hi, Jack.
Commissioner. How are you?
Nice seeing you, Bill. Barrett.
Mr. Haskell.
It's a fine mess you've gotten us into, Reynolds. Let's clean it up fast, huh?
Dunn, here's the press. Let me see your hands.
These are used on the inmates.
Drop them or you can't come out.
Come on, Dunn, hold up that chain. Now look here.
Show a screw with a chain.
Come on, Dunn, show us how the chain works.
Sure, on you. I'm coming out.
All right, 16, open the gate.
All right, Dunn, you going to give us a statement or do we ask questions? What about it?
We got a lot of beefs we want to bring to the attention of the public. There's no work program. Most of the guys are just sitting around waiting for their time to run out.
You're asking for work?
Yeah.
You think the public cares?
They ought to. It's costing them a lot of dough. Your paper gonna print this?
You know what we're interested in.
Yeah. Mad dogs running wild. This place is badly organized. Everybody's all jumbled up together. Mental cases with kids.
We understand from Warden Reynolds that you've threatened to kill the guards if your demands are not met. Is that true?
You heard right.
Well, isn't that murder? In prison or out?
This state will be responsible for their deaths.
We understand all the guards are married. Some have children.
So have we.
You're not being killed.
We're rotting to death.
You know Mr. Haskell is here as the governor's representative. If you and he can get together tonight, will you call off the riot?
If we can get together.
You heard Dunn, Mr. Haskell.
I'd appreciate reading something like what I've said.
I heard. His charges are without foundation.
Isn't it a fact that the federal government says that prisons of over 1,500 men are unmanageable?
This prison was built to house 4,000 men. Cost the taxpayers $26 million. What do you want us to do? Tear it down? Well, what's the cause of the riots, in your opinion? I'll give you a full statement after I've talked to Dunn. In a case like this, either the cons run the prison, or the prison runs the cons.
I wouldn't try to prove it tonight.
You're gonna get the state police?
If I need them.
We ought to feed that Haskell a guard.
This is just the beginning. Take it easy.
Reynolds, this thing can spread. We can't let it. We have to settle it tonight.
Okay, Haskell, what you got?
I want you to release the guards.
I bet you do.
What do you want?
You tell me, what are you going to do for us?
I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you. If you don't give up, I'll see that every one of you hang.
Haskell, get away.
Dunn! Haskell, come back! Dunn!
There's our statement, boys. Oh, that's real brilliant, Carney. You gave them just what they wanted.
So far, the guys are behind me. But for how long? Some of them look up to you, and they'll follow you, not me. You throw in with me, and we sew up the block.
I told you I would help organize the demands. That's what I'm doing now.
I want you to do more than just fix up the language. I want you to check with the men so they'll know you're for the demands.
All right, I'm for the demands, but I'm against the riot.
Maybe that's because you used to be brass.
Maybe. I don't think so.
Look, Colonel, every newspaper and radio in the country is watching this riot. We'll never get a chance like this again.
Yeah, I know. If we could just get across that anyone could land in prison. Just like that. Well, I'm just going to serve my time and get out.
And never come back?
Yeah. And never come back.
You still think you're different, don't you?
No. But once you put this uniform on, you not only look like a con, you feel like one.
Yeah. Even if you don't come back, you'll always be an ex-con, so why not come in the whole way?
I can't, Dunn. It's like mutiny. I just couldn't go for that.
Maybe if you only had 3 stinking years on the street since you were 14, maybe you'd know how I feel. We're wasting time.
I'll do the best I can on the demands. Let's hope we can win some of them.
Some of them? We've got to win them all.
Jeff, nothing can make it, so can we.
Don't rush it.
know we're all tired. The guards will have to stay at their post until further notice.
Warden, this is Mr. Russell of the New York Sun. He just flew in.
Hello, Warden. How's Haskell doing?
Just a flesh wound. He never was in danger.
Excuse me, Warden. Kitchen crews have reported they're ready with breakfast. No incidents.
Good. Feed the blocks one by one, start as usual. Right now, we're trying to
go
feed
ahead.
4,000 men.
One at a time.
Pardon me, I have to check the yard. Bring him up to date.
Sure. How about some coffee first?
Fire.
Yeah, what about the leg arms and chains?
Yeah, what about it? It's all covered number 3. You'll see it when it's finished.
Finished yet, Colonel?
Almost. That's another thing. Kids should be separated from guys like that.
Kids should be separated from what?
You heard me, from guys like you.
Rub your nose out of my business!
Don't get too big for your britches, Sonny.
Maggie!
Robert.
Commissioner, how do you feel? All right, thanks. What's going on?
We've fed 1, 2, and 3. Let 4 go back.
Yes, sir. Delmar, Barrett speaking. Send 4 through. Yes.
Isn't it kind of risky letting those men go past Block 11 on their way to the mess hall?
It is. The only other way to do it is to try to feed 4,000 men in their cells. That has dangers, too. Don't know if I could spare enough guards for an operation like that, still maintain security.
Okay, keep moving.
Barrett, 18. It's done.
Yeah, Dunn.
Warden, we'll be ready in about 15 minutes.
Hold the phone. Dunn is ready to bargain.
Tell him you'll call him back.
I want to get this thing over with.
I'm not going to jump the minute he's ready. Let him stew a while.
Time is on their side. The longer we let this thing go, the more explosive it's going to get.
Tell him you'll call him back.
I'll call you back.
Just don't take too long, Warden.
He'd better not take too long.
Seven's still in business.
Sure wish I was with him.
Slop is rotten.
Attention all towers. This is the warden. Listen carefully. Don't do any shooting unless they hit the wall. Cell block 5.
Yes, sir.
If they they started yet?
Yeah, they're on their way.
Well, get them back. Block 4's broken out of the mess hall. Get yours back, whatever you do.
Yes, sir. We gotta get them back in their cells.
All right.
Hold it. Back in your cells. Come on, back in your cells. Come on. Hey, come on, get a move out of there. Come on. Come on.
Grab a cell. Into your holes. Hit your drum.
If they lock you in now, you're dead. They shoot you in your cell. Let's go!
X14 to 1734. Ready now. Come in. State Police, come in.
This is Lansing.
Hello, Captain. This is Warden Reynolds.
Standing by, Warden.
We need you right now. As many men as you can spare.
Yes, sir.
Well, how soon can you get here, Captain Lansing?
I'm on my way.
Good.
Carr, can you put any guards down in the yard?
I already have every man placed on 24-hour duty.
Everybody's scared.
Tool house is on fire.
Fire department. Fire in the tool shed.
Fire in the tool shed. Let's go.
Cell block 5.
Roberts.
Lifer.
Roberts? Yeah. You get death in this state for leading a riot.
I've done 20 years of hard time, Warden. You tell those guys in the gun walk to lay off or we bring these guards through. Wait. You tell him.
Warden.
These men mean to kill us.
Gun walk. Gun walk. Don't do any shooting when the men come out of 5. 19. 19 Tower. The men are coming out of 5. They have hostages. Let them go.
and let him into 11. Yes, sir.
Hey, the state police are coming!
Have orders not to shoot if you go back to your blocks. Go back to your blocks. I appeal to you for your own sake. Get back into your blocks, men. Get back into your blocks.
Everything okay, Warden? We'll break this up.
Take over, Captain.
Lieutenant Wilkerson, proceed with Plan B.
Warden, I'm giving you fair warning. If any inmate is killed, one guard for each inmate.
Estimated at over $1 million. That includes the mess hall, fire in the tool shed.
Well, once they arrived, it didn't take long. Nobody killed, quite a few injuries. State police handled themselves well. The warden's policy is to avoid bloodshed.
No, it's far from over. 11's still holding out. Now they have 9 hostages, 5 guards from Block 5. No report on any of them. Presume they're still alive.
Haskell seems to be the boss around here.
Yard's clear, Warden.
Yes. Barrett, 18.
Warden, Bacon's dead. Let's have the doctor hold his report for 24 hours. We won't release this to the press, huh? There's 11 again.
Yeah, what is it?
Warden, I hear Bacon got it.
It was an accident.
Give it to me straight.
He's dead. gunshot.
Okay, it's like I said. 1 for 1. Carney, get one of the screws and bring him here.
Snyder?
Snyder.
It's a pleasure.
Dunn, listen, Dunn, are you there? Like I told you, it was an accident. Besides, we didn't kill him. One of the state policemen did. We're sticking to our end of the bargain.
Yeah, but Bacon's dead, isn't he? Our deal was 1 for 1.
They're going to kill Snyder. Hold it, Dunn. I'm coming right down. Ready to listen to the demands.
Okay, Warden, I'm ready. I want to talk to the whole prison.
First, let me see Snyder.
Okay. Have a good look. We of 11 Block know that we represent the entire inmate population in these demands. We are bargaining for all of you. Here goes. 11 Block must be remodeled. Give us room to breathe and more light to see with. The nuts ought to be separated from the rest of us and put someplace where you can do something for them. Get rid of the leg locks, chains, and brutal guards like Snyder. Teach us a trade so that when we get out of here, we'll be able to hold down a job.
Are you sure you didn't write these demands yourself? Why, the whole thing sounds exactly like your yearly complaints. Remodel Block 11, turn...
Look, the State Commission condemned that block 2 years ago. Inmates read too.
And last, no reprisals against any ringleaders or participants of this revolt. That is all.
Well, you may let them get away with it, Reynolds, but I promise you, I'll have these men brought to trial.
If it weren't for those guards, I wouldn't sign anything, and you know it.
Warden, what do you think?
Those demands are awfully sharp for a bunch of cons.
These are intelligent men, Dunn in particular.
If he's so smart, what's he doing in here?
He's also a psychopath, like a lot of brilliant men on the outside.
Are you going to recommend acceptance for the governor?
In the main. After all, most of them have been my demands for a long time.
Looks like this time you might get them.
I want you to sign, and I want the governor to sign.
I'll sign. I don't know about the governor.
When will you know?
Give me 6 hours.
Sure, Warden.
Throw him in one of the cells. No. 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 Connie, that's enough of that!
Buck tried to take over. Throw him out.
Gator, get me Barrett on the phone. Take care of him.
Come on, let's put him in the cell. That's hurt.
Easy with him now. I've got it.
Oh, leave me alone.
As far as I can tell, nothing broken.
Neck stiff.
Lucky that pipe just glanced off your shoulder.
You don't look so hot yourself, Al. I figured you on Mickey's side.
You figured wrong.
Yeah, and you figured wrong when you put Carney in charge.
You want the job, it's yours. Then shut up.
Yes?
We're throwing Mickey out the front gate.
All right. I'll send a stretcher for Mickey. Who's this?
Mike Connie.
Where's Dunn?
I'm in charge now.
That was crazy Mike Carney. He's taken over. They've almost killed one of the inmates.
What happened to Dunn?
He won't say.
Crazy Mike. Who's he?
Crazy is the nicest thing you can say about him. Dispensary.
Yes, sir.
Send a stretcher to 11 Block Gate.
What's the matter, Sneaker? Don't think I like you, huh? You're wrong. I'm gonna do you a favor. Want to say goodbye to your wife? I'll let you write her a farewell letter.
No.
All the other screws are writing letters. How'll your old lady feel if she don't get one? Of course, if you don't want her, I'll just leave the pencil and paper. Change your mind, just rap on the door. Skyler will pick it up. Wait till the wives get those letters and start to phone the warden. You'll see some action. What a lot of tripe. Goodbye forever. Give me operator. This is Connie. I want to talk to Mrs. Monroe.
The operator says Carney's calling Mrs. Monroe.
Tell him to put the call through. I'll monitor it here.
Put the call through, we'll cut in.
Find out what this guy's up to.
Yes?
Mrs. Monroe, this is inmate Connie.
Mike Carney?
I got a farewell letter here from your husband.
No, he's not dead.
Not yet. Dearest Sue, I feel responsible for everything.
Get me the governor.
Operator, get the governor urgent.
They tell me I gotta say goodbye to you and the children. I don't know how because I can't believe it.
Convinced?
Just a moment, sir. Ready.
Governor, have you signed yet?
No, I haven't.
These men's lives really depend on it. We can't trust Carney. Oh, Governor, if you're going to sign it all, will you please do it right away?
I must consider very carefully. If I sign, it'll be an open invitation to the inmates of every prison in this state to grab a few guards and dictate their own terms.
Governor, I don't want you to take the responsibility for the murder of 9 men. Every minute counts.
He hasn't signed.
Not yet.
What happens if we break into 11 Block?
That block is as hard to break into as it is to break out of. Harder. Some of my men will be killed.
Well, suppose we blast a hole in the block. Only inmates get killed.
Casualties will be high.
Including the guards on the inside.
Maybe.
Haskell, the moment you give the order to blow up that block, you're in complete charge.
I'll have to take that risk. All right, Captain, let's get started.
Hold your head up, Flip.
Colonel, do you think us guards should be killed? We haven't done anything.
No, quiet.
I never treat the men bad.
No, you just lock up the cages and help throw the food to the wild animals.
I never hit nobody. Didn't play no favorites.
Yeah, you treat us all the same. A bunch of cons. Each man in here feels different inside. We all fight for our identity. And you help destroy that.
That's the prison. I'm just a guard here.
Yeah, I know. That's what we got against you.
Schuyler. Get me Snyder. We'll start with him.
I thought I told you.
Take off. Keep your eyes open.
I don't think we should kill him. I don't think God would approve.
How's Al, Tony?
He's feeling better.
Talk to him. See if he and his friends will stand up against Carney.
I don't want trouble.
You can't have it both ways. If you don't want the guards killed, you have to put up a fight for it. Go on. Hand him over, Schuyler.
What do you guys think you're doing?
I'm willing to let you run this riot, Carney. But you can't kill Snyder.
Gator, boys, come on.
Now, wait a minute. Let's let Dunn decide this.
All right. Get him. What's the matter? This guy's going chicken?
I want to see Dunn.
Carney said no.
I said I want to see Dunn. Dunn.
Hey, take it easy.
Carney's going to kill Snyder.
What for? What happened?
Nothing. He's crazy, and if you don't stop it, we'll all end up in a bucket.
I told him no cutting. Break it up. All right. Break it up. Break it up. Break it up. All right. Break it up. Break it up.
They're gonna blow up the block!
What?
I was standing guard down there by the gate. I seen these cops coming across the yard. They're not planting flowers. Where? Down by the end of the block.
Like Snyder in a cell. All right, dummy up, dummy up. It's a double cross. We're gonna blow a hole in the block.
Hole in the block.
Carney, get the screws. We'll tie him up here.
Right. Gator, you three, come on.
Will you wait for the governor to sign?
And if he won't sign, Reynolds, we've tried your way. It's no good. It started with 4 hostages. Now they've got 9. Tomorrow it may be 20.
You've never tried it my way. The legislature's never given me the money I need. If they had, maybe I wouldn't have a riot on my hands.
I disagree. I think this riot is a direct result of your policy of compromise with the convicts. That's why I'm against the governor signing. I'd never sign if it were up to me.
Your way would only make this place harder to handle. You'd have thousands of angry, desperate men. And they'd take it out on the public when they're released.
Well, they may be angry, but they'll be scared, too. They'll know we mean business. They'll think twice before they riot again.
No. They'll never stop riots by treating the prisoners worse.
You stop them by treating them better?
Pop these buttons.
I'm calling the warden to tell him we're giving up.
I'm running the show, Colonel.
They blow this cell block, they'll not only kill the guards, but we'll go with them.
Well, that's what anybody else gets who tries to sell us out.
You all set?
Say the word.
What's up?
The warden's on his way down to the yard.
Yeah, but what about the dynamite?
Nothing's going to happen if you release the guards and come out. The governor just signed the demand.
Hey, the warden's in the yard. They say the governor signed the demand.
Yeah! It's a trick, Dunn.
Well, I'm going to find out.
I've signed it, so has the governor.
You wouldn't be playing tricks, Warden. Like maybe planning a little dynamite? All the reporters here?
Yes.
Okay, let's give them their headlines.
All right, Dunn. Start filing out one by one.
After I see the morning papers.
He'll be here at 7:30.
Fine.
We did it!
first.
I gather from what you say, Dunn, that you feel you've won a victory.
That's right.
And congratulations are in order.
I'll say they are.
I never thought I'd see you
Hey, Colonel.
Yeah, Dunn?
I can't understand why we haven't heard anything. What do you think they're doing?
Well, it's only 2 weeks.
Yeah, but nothing's happened.
They're in no rush. Sure, you forced them, Dunn, but they don't like it.
They signed it and it's still in the papers.
What's in the papers? That you led a riot? That you beat up the guards? That you destroyed property?
Yeah, and the headlines say I won.
Yeah. Well, don't expect any medals.
All right, Dunn. Warden wants to see you.
Well, it's about time. I hear the warden's got the blueprints for the new 11 block.
Here he is now.
Hey, Dunn, what is it? Come on, Dunn, what is it? Come on. Come on, through there.
Yeah, no,
Hey, what?
Wait outside.
What's it all about, Warden?
Dunn, you're going to stand trial on charges of leading a riot, kidnapping guards.
But I don't get it. No reprisals. The agreement.
There is no agreement. The state legislature repudiated the governor's signature and mine.
Wait, what?
Canceled it out. Said we had no right to make an agreement with convicts.
But, Warden, you signed it. You gave us your word.
I don't like it, Dunn. That's what happened.
What'll I get?
If you're found guilty, probably 30 years.
30 years? And for what? For nothing! What'll Carney get in the Colonel?
Connie is being sent to a state mental institution where he should have been a long time ago. I'm signing the Colonel's parole.
And I get 30 years. Warden, you know I didn't do it to bust over the walls. I did it just so people would know what it's like in here. But 30 years!
I was never able to transfer Connie before. The Colonel may not have gotten his parole, even though he deserved it. Try to realize, Dunn, that good does sometimes come out of evil.
And it's awful little good for 30 years.
Well, the public has learned more about the inside of a prison in the last few weeks than they did in all my 15 years of making speeches. Why do you think that is?
Because we got in the papers.
And you're still news, with or without an agreement. Haskell wants me to resign. There's going to be an investigation. This time, the public will listen to my side of it. And they're your only hope. They're the only ones who can help.
I sure hope so. I've been in and out of these joints all my life. And who cares? That ain't right, Warden.
In other states, after their riots, changes were made. The inmates won.
Yeah, I won. 30 years.